Good evening, good afternoon, and Steve, great to have you part of the show. This is an honor.
You're right.
Steve Shear and Jeffrey Davis. This is the big time.
It's nice that you have a low bar, Mark. Speaking of low bars, what's the story today?
Well, actually, I decided to
That's a
do.
good one.
I decided to do two stories because sort of a beginning and an ending, but hopefully not an ending. My reading this last weekend, there was a great story in the Globe where we talked about a subject that is near and dear to my heart, as we've talked about, is long-term unemployment. And I said, I think that it's important to acknowledge it, even as the economy gets better, that we have a problem. And unfortunately, the crystal ball that I gave you at multiple shows over the years, when I've said is the unemployment benefits, especially in Massachusetts, is a disservice to people, because what's going to do is
Disincentive.
it's a disservice and a disincentive, because they're going to say, I have to stick to my unemployment benefits, and they're not going to get into positions that maybe were initially a step below them in title or experience, or even do contract work. And sure enough, years later, you now have in Massachusetts, you have 65,000 people still unemployed a year or more. And it's really bad. And I was saying that it's worth, if we didn't have unemployment benefits, and they've talked to multiple economists, if we didn't have unemployment benefits, then people
We have to go back to work?
would have had to go back to work early, maybe in a different capacity. Maybe instead of a manager, it's an assistant manager. Maybe in terms of instead of a partner, it may be of a law firm. It may be a partner of a law firm, but a smaller law firm. And you have to go with the economy. A legal secretary, instead of making the 65,000 they made, maybe you're making 50,000. But there were opportunities. But people would say, I'm not going to affect my unemployment. And so what would happen is,
And you're talking, again, you're not taking a political perspective on this, because I know there's different sides on this about what was fair and what was cruel. You're talking about people that you've met who were unemployed as a placement firm, who said, I don't want to take that job because I don't want to give up my benefits.
right, they didn't want to take
So
that
you have
job.
specific examples.
Correct. It's a job that goes to 5:30 versus 5. It's a job that has a lesser title. It's a job that has less income. It's a temp job, Jeff, and so I can't take that because it affects my unemployment, even if it was
I have
training.
the same problem in my business.